Hey everyone, good morning. Dennis Kaye here with Belize Islands Real Estate coming to you live in this beautiful Tuesday morning. One of the questions I often get is, are there other areas that are in the path of progress, that are up and coming that I should be looking at on Ambergris Caye if the Secret Beach area doesn't really appeal to me? And that could be for several reasons. Maybe you want to get closer to the water at a cheaper price point, or you want something that already has services and amenities close by. So today, I want to talk to you about a few good deals that I found that are south of San Pedro town and why, if you have cash today, you might look at picking up one or more of these properties. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to do a little bit of a share screen this morning, and I'm going to show you my Google Earth map. So I've already zoomed in on a couple of things I wanted to show you, but let me just kind of zoom out and give you the overall perspective here. So you're familiar with me showing the island of Ambergris Caye on Google Earth, right? So there it is from the tip down here all the way up to the Mexican border. Now it's interesting, if you were to go all the way up, you see that Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum, all of that is on this Yucatan Peninsula right here. So what the properties are I'm going to show you today are at the what amounts to the extreme southern tip of the Yucatan, right where it completely runs out. So even though Ambergris Caye is an island by nature of this little hand-cut Mayan channel that they dug quite a few hundred years ago, 1,000 years ago, as the rumor has it, when you get down all the way to the southern tip of San Pedro, you find where some of these good beachfront and off-beach deals are. All right, so let me just do a little bit of a measuring tape to show you where these are located. So this is San Pedro town right here. So if you fly in by Tropic or My Air, you land right here, get off the plane, and you're right downtown San Pedro. So the properties I want to show you today, right from downtown, are, as the crow flies, 4.5 miles. All right, so 4.5 miles south of San Pedro town on what most of the year is pretty good road. Now, if we had a lot of rain, sometimes it can get bumpy. They have to get the graders out and smooth it out again. But there are some really interesting properties. So first of all, we have these two second row lots that I've talked about before. And we do have an offer made on one of them. So we'll see if that offer is accepted. But the other one is available at this time. So I'm going to show you some pictures of that. We also have some beachfront properties in this general area right here. And one of the highlights I want to show you are two third row properties, which are right here. I believe they're lots number 61 and 62. They measure 50 feet wide by 100 feet deep. These are what I think are a really good deal for somebody looking for a property in the path of progress. Now, first of all, why are these properties down here in the path of progress? Well, remember, for a property to increase in value, there has to be something going on in the neighborhood that makes it more attractive to people, okay? So what is happening in this area? Well, a couple things. First of all, the power grid only comes down to about right here. So for this last, I don't know, half mile or so, all of these property owners don't have electric yet. All right, so that's actually a good thing. This is what you want in an investment property. If these properties had electric, they would be priced to the top of the market, right? There would be no built-in appreciation left. But because the electric stops around here, these property owners are selling their properties at a lower price than they would if they had electric, okay? Also, what makes us in the path of progress is a brand new resort that is currently being built right here called La Serene. All right, let me just kind of turn down the overlay a little bit. Let's see how well La Serene shows up on Google Earth. And of course, it's been a while since Google Earth was updated. But you see the southern tip right here. And you see construction going on these buildings. Okay, and a lot more construction has taken place since then. You also see a lot of single-family homes being built. Some of these beachfront lots have been cleared, getting ready to build on them. Okay. And so again, why you don't see all of this developed yet and why you see more development happening the closer you get to town is because now starting around here, these properties all have electric. So you see a lot more development happening in these areas. Now, let me show you some of the websites that can really give you a visual as to what's happening down here. So let's go to my Google and perhaps we can start. Yeah, let's start right here. So this is the La Serene project. You can find it on the RE/MAX Central America site. I can send you the link if you want. It's a big, major resort. Sales have been absolutely incredible. They're going to have world-class services and amenities. A very cool marina. It's been approved. And you can see here, this is the southern tip of Ambergris Caye. So just a gorgeous place. The barrier reef is right out here. You have Ho Chan Marine Reserve right out here, Shark Ray Alley. And again, just very high-end finishes, extremely luxurious condos. And like I said, sales have been excellent and there is inventory left. But if you want to know more about that, email me. For example, this is one of the third floor condos here. It is a 2,500 square foot condo, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's going for $729,000. So that gives you an idea of the class of resort that's being built down in this area. Okay, let me just show you some other pictures here. Yep, this gives a little bit of update on what has been sold and buildings numbers 12 and 13. So yeah, you can get a lot of information off the internet on these, but if you want more specifics, email me. I'll send you the listing links and you can check those out. Some other things that I wanted to show you is, let me see, some beachfront down in that area. Okay, so here is a good example of a bargain beachfront property. It is priced at $225,000. All right, 50 by 111. This is a nice deal down there. All right, same general area. You also have this lot here, beachfront property, which is priced at $160. All right, again, $160. Now, why is it so much less? Well, again, there's no power to this lot yet, but imagine what will happen when power reaches this property. That $160 will go to $200, $225 real quick. So here's another good example here. This one here is $160. So parcel number 82. So look at this map for a minute. Let me see if it pulls up. I want to show you this parcel number 82 because you see this parcel here. So the lots that I think are a really good deal are right here. They're third row lots, 61 and 62. And they are 50 feet wide by 100 feet deep. Now, why do I feel that these are a really good investment? Well, if we go back to the Google Earth photo, the Google Earth overlay, let's turn this back on. All right, we go to where these lots are located. All right, so right here in here, 61, 62, or 62 and 63, I'm not sure, but there are two of these three right here. All right, so they're effectively third row lots. So you have a beachfront lot, and then a second row lot here, and then their third row lot. So third row lots, right? The price on them is $35,000 each. All right, you can't get third row lots anywhere on the island this close to San Pedro town with road access, with power, very close to the area. Okay, now what is probably going to happen very soon is that the large project down south, the La Serene project, them and some of the other property owners will most likely have power ran the rest of the way. It just makes sense, right? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that, hey, you know what? A resort of this size needs power. Power is a half mile away. You know, they're going to have the funds, or somehow they're negotiating with someone and they're going to get power ran the rest of the way, right? So that's going to benefit all these lot owners. Now, what will happen is these lots that are going for 35 today will absolutely go up to 55, 65, 75,000. 75 is probably going to be about the going rate, I would say, within, I don't know, 24 months, 36 months from now. All right. And why am I so confident in that happening? Well, again, oops, I'm not doing a share screen, am I? I'm sorry, guys. I just messed up. Let me do a share screen, show the Google Earth. All right, so there they are. Sorry about that. So there they are, lots number 61, 62, 63. So again, it's two of these three. They're effectively third row lots with La Serene right here, very close by. In fact, let's just do a little measurement so you can see how close those are to that project. So boom, it's 0.42 miles, so less than a half a mile. All right, less than a half a mile. Now, again, why am I so confident that these lots are a good investment? Well, if you bought both today at $35,000, let me show you some other comps in the area. All right, so for example, This lot is 1 mile closer to town. All right, so this lot is on the Remax Island Real Estate website. This is what I think is effectively a second row lot. All right, so that's in this general area right here. Its view is primarily blocked by the Ho Chan Reef Resort complex right in front of it, although you might have some good views here going through this big view corridor. So you can see this is a nice lot. It sits in this general area right here. The size on it is, let's see, I think it's a nice size lot. I think it's 80 feet or so. Yeah, 80 feet by 200 feet deep, and it is water frontage. But you see, look at the price on that. It is what, 129,000. All right, so 129, nice lot. Does have this lagoon frontage here, but it's in this general area. It has power. All right, another good example we talked about are these two second row lots at 89 apiece. Again, an offer was just made on this one. We'll see if the seller accepts. This one here is available for 89. All right, so now imagine that this lot here is the third row lot down south, all right, that you can get today for 35. Right? What happens when the one down south gets power? All right, so is it reasonable to conclude that a third row lot down south with power, with very similar views to this, all right, would go for $55,000, $65,000, $75,000 in the next probably, I don't know, 2 years? Absolutely, I don't see why not. So those are some of the good deals I want to talk to you about today. If you have any more questions on these, questions, comments, concerns, things you might do to improve the land itself to get it ready to flip, or if you want some ideas on what you might build on these lots to take advantage of Le Serene opening, because here's the thing, down in this area, there are very, very, very few services and amenities when it comes to restaurants, cafes, beach bars. It is very much a residential area, and the owners like it like that. You know, I don't think the owners down there want to see a lot of commercial development take place. But here's the bottom line: with Le Serene being built, imagine when that opens, the built-in clientele that you could have if you had. Let's say on you buy those two side-by-side lots, right? Those third row lots for 35 apiece. What if on one of them you built your personal single family home, right? Or maybe a duplex. But on the other one, you just simply had a very simple place for breakfast, all right? There's a lot of money to be made in coffee. I know, I drink a lot of Starbucks, and they probably spend 10 cents to make that cup of coffee, and I spend $4 on it. But a lot of money to make in coffee. So what if you just had a little breakfast place that was open from 7 to 10, and all you did was focus on those, you know, hundreds and hundreds of people who are staying at Le Serene who could eat breakfast there. So you know what? Let's walk up the road a half mile, less than a half mile. Let's grab a coffee and a real Belizean breakfast, or maybe you specialize in blueberry pancakes, or you have you know, eggs Benedict, or something that you really draw the people in, where you get tremendous reviews on TripAdvisor. And the thing to do when people come to South Ambergris Caye is come to your place for breakfast. Or what if you do this? What if you have your single family home or your duplex or whatever, and then in a portion of it, you make a pizza place? And what if it's just to-go pizzas, and you only open up from 6 to 8 o'clock at night? So you have your whole day to do what you want, right? But at 6 to 8 at night, you make pizzas, and your sole clientele are those staying at Le Serene, right? So forget about town. Town has a pizza place. Pepperoni pizzas, Pirates, they have good pizza up there. But no one's going to drive down to your place 4.5 miles south of town for a piece of pizza, right? But imagine now Le Serene is open up, and you have pizza, and the go-to place around there is your place. And you only need to open up for 2 hours a day, and you have all the business you need, all right? So these are some of the things that I think make these two properties down there extremely valuable. Pick them up at 35 a piece, sit on for a little bit, wait for that resort to open up, and then either flip the properties or build something on it and take advantage of that commercial opportunity. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Take care. If you have any questions, hit me up with the link below, and we'll go from there. Cheers.